start seated today, everyone. So if you have a block or a book or a pillow, grab one. And just crossing your legs and taking some time, just settle in through the space, through your body. So starting to feel into your physical body, feeling the weight against the floor. That sense of grounding, being supported by the earth. And then lifting up the length of the spine and out through the crown of the head, tucking in the chin slightly. And then just bringing your hands to the middle of your thighs, palms facing down, just opening up the heart space and really grounding ourselves down into the practice today. As we open up, quite literally with, the new rules with lockdowns and things in Auckland and nationally, it can create a little bit of unease, and we've kind of spent a bit of time hibernating and in a hiatus for the last little while. So this class will be focused on staying grounded and connecting back into ourselves. And yoga, they have chakras, which are just different energy channels in the body. And at the bottom, the base of the spine, and on the front by the pelvis is Muladhara chakra, which is home to your sense of stability and identity, but also confidence. So as we move into this new space, we're moving into it with confidence, but also staying grounded in who we are. So focusing on that area today, the base of the spine and into the pelvis, and carrying that sense of confidence and groundedness. Starting to ground into the practice, we'll connect to our breath now. So beginning to acknowledging it without trying to change anything. Noticing the in breath and the out breath. Exploring your breath, where you're breathing from, any tightness along the way. Having the intention of building energy, confidence, and grounding back into who you really are today. Placing one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Starting to deepen the breath now with abdominal breath. So on the inhale, you're drawing the breath down right into the belly. It expands like a balloon, pressing into the hand. And on the exhale, the belly receives and draws into the spine. That top hand is not moving, so the chest is still. Exhale. As if you're breathing in and out through a hole in your belly. Feeling the pressure of the belly against the hand on the inhale. Just immersing yourself in the in breath and the out breath. Opening the face. Three more deep abdominal breaths here. Nice and smooth. Feel the weight of the body draw down to the earth. When you finish your last breath, releasing the hands back down to the thighs, drawing your awareness to the base of the spine and into the pelvis. Feeling grounded, centered. Carrying this focus, clarity through our class. Let's rub our palms together, warming them up, tapping them over your eyes. Repeating one last time. And when you're ready, gently fluttering the eyelids open, rubbing the hands down the sides of the body, waking yourself up. And then just removing that block, if you have one, placing it over to the side. We're going to come into a nice gentle seated twist here, just to warm up into the spine. So we're going to bring our left hand onto the outside of our right knee, and then bring that right hand behind us, planting it on the floor, or you can be up on your fingertips. And then you're just going to gently twist the torso over to the right, gazing over that right shoulder, keeping the base grounded. Again, focusing on the base of the body here, and then lifting up from there. Inhale for length. Exhale, just gently deepening that twist a little bit. Beautiful. Inhale, coming back through center. And exhale, let's come over to the other side. So gazing over that left shoulder, you might notice that one side feels a little bit tighter than the other. And then grounding into the earth, lengthening up the spine on the inhale, and then exhaling to deepen into that twist. One more inhale and exhale here. Loosening into the spine and then the shoulders. Beautiful. Coming back to center. We're just going to straddle the legs out here. And then just drawing your sit bones up to make a little bit more space. And then lengthening again up through the spine. Drawing your energy down, your attention into your tailbone, your pelvis. And from this lower space, right down by the hips, let's hinge forward slightly. You're keeping those feet flexed. And we're just keeping it really gentle here, so you're not curling in to get to the ground. Let's just keep it long. Keeping your energy, your attention focused down in the tailbone. Noticing what you notice. Our lower backs are often really stiff and really tight. It's right into our hips, into the backs of the legs. Just breathe in some softness. Yeah. When you're ready, you might want to go a little bit deeper if you can. Noticing if your ego is kind of telling you to stretch beyond your comfort zone. Pull back, we're just warming up the body. Inhaling here. And exhaling right down into the base of the body. Feeling the hips start to loosen. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Inhale. Coming back up. Keeping your legs where they are. If this is comfortable for you, or you can move them in just slightly. Just feeling nice and solid in your foundation. Then we're going to interlock our hands here and come into churning the middle. So keeping those feet nice and flexed. On the inhale, you're going to hinge forward at the waist and then rotate over to that right foot. So you're kind of creating like a spoon, like you're stirring a big cauldron here. Inhaling over to the right, exhaling as you hinge back and over to the left. Inhale forward. Exhale again, focusing in on the pelvis, sensations in the lower back. Increasing our mobility here. Right into the hips. Inhale. Two more this way. Last one. Beautiful. And you're coming the other way, anti-clockwise. Keeping the arms straight. Engaging the core as you come back. Keeping the legs firm. Two more like this. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Placing your hands down on the mat in front of you if you can. Bringing your awareness back into the pelvis, the tailbone. Just noticing what you notice. It might feel a little bit looser. Relax. But you also might feel a little bit of tingling, kind of waking up the base of the body, bringing blood right down into that area. Flutter the eyes open. Let's come over onto all fours, coming into our cat-cow. So placing those hands underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath our hips. And you're really rooting the hands and the feet into the floor. So keeping this nice and active. Noticing how that starts to activate the core. And then just tucking in the belly so it draws in towards the spine here. Nice neutral spine tuck in the neck. Gazing between the hands. Nice and strong here. On the inhale, drop the belly, lift the head, gaze up. Exhale, curling in for cat. Really pressing into the earth and just pausing here, stretching into the upper back. And the pelvis draws forward. Inhale, dropping the pelvis, looking up. Exhale, curling and starting to move at your own pace, closing down the eyes if you like. Exhale, and again, focusing in on the pelvis and the lower back. Beautiful. You might want to start rotating into the hips, just loosening things up. Having a little play. We're just really connecting into our body. So noticing, you might start to say, hey, I feel like doing a bit of this. What does my body want? Beautiful. And then coming back to all fours. We're going to come into our tiger pose. So on the inhale, let's lift that right leg. When it comes parallel, you then bend the knee. And as you bend the knee, you push the leg up, so you're engaging your glute. And then gazing towards the sky, stretching through the thyroid, again pressing into the hand. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten that leg and draw the knee towards the nose, curling back up into that cat position. Inhale, straighten and bend. Gaze up. Exhale, curling. Repeating here. Inhale. Exhale. Starting to warm up the legs and the core, loosening the spine. Beautiful. One more here. Curling and press into the hand. Beautiful. Exhale. Let's bring that right leg behind us. And then just come onto our feet, onto our toes, sorry. And then draw the heel back. So you're really pressing into the right toes, just stretching down the calf. Warming up the leg. Getting into the Achilles. These are probably really tight from our running. Beautiful. Breathing. Just focusing on drawing that breath on the exhale down into the base of the body. Base of the spine. Inhale, coming back to center. Breathing here. And then exhale, let's lift that left leg up. Draw it to the sky. Exhale, curling in. Dome the back. Inhale. Stretch and open. Exhale. Curl and move at your own pace. Loosening up the hips. One more. Pressing into the hands, dome the back, beautiful. Then bringing that left leg back on the inhale. Exhale, drawing the heel towards the back of the room. Stretching. You might want to just move around a little bit so you find a good stretch. And then you can go. And breathing down to the base. Beautiful. From here, bringing the knees back in, pressing into the hands. Let's tuck the toes and hover our knees off the ground, drawing the belly into the spine, tucking in the neck, holding here for a hover. Beautiful. 2 more breaths here. Really pressing into the hands. 2. Lift up, hips to the sky, drawing back, downward facing dog. Walking it out. Loosening into the legs. Beautiful. You might want to shake out the neck. And then letting the fingers really fan out and root into the floor, grounding the body towards the ground and feeling the hips and the base of the body starting to lift up towards the heavens. Notice how this shifts the sensation in the pelvis and it lightens everything, with the blood rushing down to the hands and the feet. Beautiful. And then let's bend generously into the knees and press the chest a little bit closer towards the knees. And then keeping the chest where it is, you can start to straighten out the legs. This is just deepening into our downward facing dog, keeping the arms straight, driving those heels down to the earth, finding stillness here. Breathe. Beautiful. Inhale, bringing the weight into the left leg. Let's raise that right leg up. Flex the foot, square the hips. Holding it here. Exhale, lower, repeating on the other side. Starting to warm up the hips and the legs. Repeating again on the right. Doing it at your own pace. You can keep a little micro bend through the legs if you want. Just do whatever feels good for you. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to come forward into our first plank. So rolling the body forward. Feel free to drop onto your knees. Again, drawing that belly into the spine. Inhaling here. Then exhaling, just like last week, we're going to draw our elbows in towards the body. And we're going to lower the chest and the chin to the ground. And this is going to automatically curl that lower back. So coming into 8-point salute. Ashtanga Namaskara. Just again pausing here and drawing your attention into the tailbone to the pelvis. Nice. Inhale. Let's roll forward and drop the belly to the ground. Coming into a baby cobra. Again, keep those elbows tucked in so you can warm up the lower back. Gaze up if you'd like. Beautiful. Exhale, tuck the toes. Push up. Downward facing dog. Let's repeat that again, starting to flow it a little bit. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, 8-point salute. Knees, chest and chin to the ground. Inhale, sliding forward to cobra. Start to straighten the arms. Exhale. Down. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, raising the right leg. Exhale, bringing it through, lifting up to a high lunge. Beautiful. Drop that back knee if you need. Square the hips and you're pressing the pelvis forward. Dropping the tailbone towards the earth. Inhale, yeah. Exhale, let's interlock our arms. Opening through the chest. Lifting the hands back and up. Breathe. Breathe right down into the base of the body. Beautiful. Inhale, hands to the ground, pushing back, downward facing dog. Inhale, raising the left leg. Exhale, coming forward to that low runner's lunge. Lifting the arms. Inhale. Exhale, pressing the pelvis forward and down. Soften the shoulders. Square the hips. This time, opening the arms out to body. Feeling the chest expand. You're drawing the elbows towards each other. Feeling the shoulder blades come together. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the hands, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming through plank. Exhale, 8-point salute. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gazing forward, stepping or hopping to the front of your mat. Forward fold, Padahastasana. Grabbing hold of the toes. All the legs, and then just drawing the body towards the legs. Soften the shoulders. Again, noticing the tailbone lifting up towards the sky. Softening the upper body. Just letting gravity draw you down to the earth. Again, feeling the gentle pressure of the belly, breathing in to the thighs. Scanning the body and looking for spots that you can soften. So if you relax your legs, you might want to just gently bend into the neck. If you're breathing up in the chest, you try and draw that breath down into the belly. Soften the jaw, the forehead, And then releasing slowly, just letting the arms hang in front of you. Coming up vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling up the spine. Taking it really slowly. Noticing every single little movement. The shoulders roll up and back, coming into Tadasana. Standing mountain pose. Closing down the eyes, pressing the fingers towards the earth. Windmilling the toes out so they're really connecting into the ground. Rotating the thighs inward. Lifting the heart. Drawing the pelvis forward. Breathing here. Like last week, we're going to do a very simple sun salutation, hatha sun salutation, all about balancing out the nervous system and all the other systems actually running through our body. But it also has a real energizing effect. And it has the ability to kind of recenter us the day ahead. So just gently rocking from side to side till you find that equilibrium, that middle ground. In the first round, we're going to take a little bit more slowly, just to refamiliarize you with the different asanas. And then we'll start to build up the pace, and I'll draw your attention to certain parts in the body. So on the inhale, lifting your arms to the sky, gently bending back. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips, hands to the ground. Inhale, bringing that right leg back, coming into our Svantalanasana, your lunge. You can drop that knee if you'd like, or keep it straight, and then raising the arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward into your plank, really pressing into the hands, drawing the heels towards the back of the room. Exhale, 8-point salute. So dropping the knees, chest and chin, gazing forward. Inhale, dropping up into our cobra variation, if you like, coming into upward dog, so lifting the legs off the ground, gazing up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bringing that right leg through, coming back into your high lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, forward fold. Inhale, raising the heart. Exhale, hands through heart, Pranamasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Closing down the eyes just for a second, noticing the heart rate and the difference between the left and the right side. Balancing that out now. Inhale, raising the arm. Exhale, surrendering down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, left leg back, coming into your high lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, push back. Downward facing dog. Inhale to 8-point salute. Exhale, inhale, rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bringing that left leg forward, back into our high lunge. Exhale, hands down, forward fold. Inhale to rise, arms to the sky. Exhale, Pranamasana, Tadasana. Breathe. Now we're actually working nearly every muscle in our body through that simple flow. And as we start to build up the pace, we really start to get a bit of a cardio hit as well, building strength and building our lung capacity. Noticing the evenness again in the body and how it's changed when we looked after 1.5 round. Let's start to build the pace now and draw our attention in every asana down into the pelvis and into the lower spine. Inhale to rise, arms up. Exhale, hinging forward. Inhale, right leg back, high lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog, gazing towards the tailbone. Inhale, 8 point salute, focusing in the lower body. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg forward, lifting up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise, arms to the sky. Exhale, prayer. Tadasana, repeating, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, melt down. Inhale, left leg back, high lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, down dog. Inhale, 8 point salute, awareness in the tailbone. Inhale, lifting up, pelvis. Exhale, tailbone. Inhale, left leg forward, gazing up. Exhale, plant the hands, right foot forward. Inhale to rise, arms to the sky. Exhale. Hands through prayer, Tadasana. Beautiful. One more round here. Ready to move with pace. The only cues from me will be inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale into Tadasana. Inhale to rise. Exhale. Inhale lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift leg. Exhale. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Tadasana, closing down the eyes. Feeling the heart rate. Breathing. Hopefully you've got the flow now. Let's repeat that one more time, nice and fast, but keeping your focus by following the breath. So move with the breath. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right leg. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hands through prayer, Tadasana. Breathing. Again, focusing down into the tailbone, into the pelvis. Just noticing the sense of grounding and stability and balance. Repeating one more round. This time we're going to add a balance at the end, so listening carefully. Inhale to right. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, back. Exhale, leg forward. Inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale, raise the right leg. Exhale, bringing it forward. Lifting up. Exhale, we're going to spring off that back leg and come into our warrior three. So bringing your weight into the right foot. Coming up, square the hips, flex that left foot. Gentle micro bend through that front leg. And you're stretching the arms forward and that left foot back. Holding here, gazing down. Noticing how your ankles are working to stabilize and the feet. Soften the shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, one more before come back in. Inhale, this time let's bend the leg, keeping your balance. Lifting it up. The knee comes towards the chest. And let's come into a half lotus or a tree. So if you're in half lotus, you're actually bringing the heel into the pelvis or into the groin, and then dropping that knee down towards the earth. If you're in tree, you can be down here or up here. Hands come to prayer. Breathing down into the base of the body. Keeping your focus. Beautiful. Inhale, let's bend the knee again. Really building up our strength in that right side. Exhale, release. Hands to the ground. Shake it out, repeating one last time on the left. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hinging forward. Inhale, left leg back, Ashwasanchalanasana. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, exhale, leg points to left. Inhale, twice. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, raising the left leg. Exhale, bringing it through high lunge. Exhale, pushing off that back foot. Coming into warrior three. Gazing down, square the hips, flex that heel, stretch the arms forward. Beautiful, holding here. Inhale. Exhale, tucking the belly into the spine. Beautiful, and then gently bending into that front leg. With control, can you lift the knee up towards the chest? And then exhale. Coming into your variation, hands to the heart, grounding ourselves, belly in towards the spine, staying focused, feeling the heartbeat. Beautiful. One more breath here. Exhaling down into the base of the body. And inhale, releasing that leg, bending it up in front of the chest. Exhale, foot to the ground. Take it all out. Beautiful. Let's just bring the legs out nice and wide. Pointing the toes out slightly. We're just going to do a few waist rotations, just release everything. Just shaking from side to side. And coming back through center. On the inhale, raising the arms to the sky. Exhale, hinging forward at the hips, bending the legs. Hands to the ground. Beautiful. Inhale, sticking that right leg back. Exhale, left leg back, holding into our plank. Inhale and exhale here. Holding again. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Pressing into the hands. Don't me up the back, heels draw back. Beautiful, breathing here. One more. I already said that. Exhale, drop the knees. Slowly lowering with control to the ground. Bringing the forehead to the earth. Stretching the arms out in front of us. Coming into reverse corpse pose. So just letting the ankles and the heels flop out. Breathing the belly into the earth. Feeling the backs of the rib cage pull apart on the inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Gently coming up. We're going to roll over onto our backs. Bringing our heels up towards our buttocks. So knees are nice and bent. Nice and then planting your hands down, the palms to the floor. Softening the shoulders down. We're gently going to peel our hips off the ground on the inhale, pressing into the feet and the hands. And just kind of rolling the shoulder blades together slightly. So lifting the hips up, feeling the fronts of the body, the fronts of the legs. Stretch, the glutes engage. Holding here. Can you lift up slightly on the inhale, keeping those knees drawing together. Exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, lowering down. Breathing here for an inhale and exhale. Then inhale, let's peel back up, press into the feet. This time, feel free to interlock your hands behind you, opening up the chest and drawing those shoulder blades closer together. Beautiful. Again, pressing into the feet and then just drawing those knees together. Lifting up as high as you can. Inhale, press into the feet, lift a little bit more. Exhale, lowering down. Letting it go. We're going to do one more round. This time, if you're feeling really strong and like it's in your practice already, feel free to do a full wheel instead of your bridge, your half bridge. If not, follow me for another round. So pressing your hands into the ground, inhale, lifting the hips up, coming into your little bind if you like. Drawing those heels towards the buttocks, really pressing into the feet. If it's there for you, feeling free to come in to your wheel. Holding in your bridge. Breathing here. Inhale, can you lift up a little bit more? Exhale, plant the hands down, lower vertebrae by vertebrae to the earth. Nice, bringing the knees in together. Rock from side to side. Loosening up the spine. And then grabbing hold of your big toes, pressing the soles of the feet up towards the sky. Releasing the hips here. Again, feel free to give it a rock. Or you can stay stationary. Whatever feels good for you. And if you haven't already, this last part of class, feel free to just close down the eyes. Just slowing down now. We've opened up the front body and really grounded into Muladhara chakra, the base of the body, base of that spine, our pelvis. Coming into a twist of your choice. So you might want to bring your hands out into a T, bring the knees together, and then drop the knees towards the right, gazing over the left, releasing the spine, gently massaging the abdomen, our digestive system, letting everything go now. Breathe right down into the belly. Inhale, coming back through center. Exhale, dropping the knees over to the left. If you've got another twist that you'd like to do, feel free to do it. This time you can rotate your palms so they're facing upwards. Feeling of receptivity. Receptive. Whatever comes our way. Nice, deep belly breath. Inhaling back through center. Exhale, let's drop the legs down. Coming into Shavasana. So palms facing up. Tucking in the neck to lengthen the spine. And just really let those feet flop out. Kind of mat distance apart. And then you can reach your arms out a little bit wider just to release the shoulder blades so the upper back kind of melts into the floor. And connecting back now to our physical body. So again, feeling the weight of the body connected to the coolness of the earth. Notice how that feels, like grounding. And just scanning up the legs and relaxing the legs and the feet. Relaxing the middle of the back, the upper back, the chest, the abdomen, the arms, and the hands and the fingers. Shoulders and the neck, and face, and drawing your awareness down back into that pelvis area. The lower spine, right to the base of the spine. Feeling the blood flowing. Release. Release yourself into the earth. Starting to connect that to your breath now, drawing in those deep belly breaths. That you're breathing in and out through the belly. The rest of the body is still. Softening the forehead, temples. Watching the rise and the fall of the belly. Each exhale, the body kind of just melts more into the earth. Your mind wanders, come back to the breath, to the belly. A moment of solitude, connecting you back to your earthly instincts. Even while you wait for things to fall in place, I hope you find room to practice gratitude. And not only for the big things, but the small things too. The way you feel under the sky, the way the air blows around you. Hold on to every little moment that awakens and reminds you to slow down and notice. Notice where the light pours in. To make room for gratitude over and over again. Starting to deepen your breath now. Breathing out. Sigh it out. Becoming aware of the little things, the little sound. Touch your clothing against your skin. The smell. Yeah. Noticing again the feeling, the weight of your body. Resting against the earth. Stretching the arms above your head, pointing the toes, and then gently rolling over to the right side, curling up into a nice fetal position, deep curve of your back, replicating the position we were in when we were in the womb. Really comfortable. And as we take this time to draw back to ourselves, to our center, feeling grounded, but confident, Let's find a moment here for gratitude. You're just thinking of something today that you're grateful for. Might simply be a smile someone gave you, or a good breakfast, or someone special. Just something that you are grateful for. And remembering as we enter this new stage, you are strong, you are safe, and you are grounded. Keeping your eyes closed, gently making your way back up to a seated position. Bring the sit bones to the earth, lengthening up through the crown of the head, soften the shoulders, bringing our hands to our heart, and one hand to the belly again. We're just going to take 3 conscious abdominal breaths here. Breathing in and out. Breathe in and out. Bringing that one thing of gratitude to your mind now. Bringing your hands to prayer. Bowing your head. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Find something little to notice today and this week. Enjoy.